Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Basil Bam Bam Maju.
So Bam Bam in the cage for this striking exhibition between Lopez and Sampy, and we are underway. Fight number 4 here tonight at AKA 29.
Now, obviously, Sampy has some grappling experience, and Lopez in his fight, that knee was landed, off the cage in a wrestling exchange. So it's going to be interesting to see how they both fight without being able to grapple or wrestle in any way.
Lopez
stiff jab,
continuing to circle to his left. Sampy trying to cut him off. Nice kick. I mean, teep right up the middle. Good counter left there from Lopez.
I like what I'm seeing from Sampy. He's just got really, really crisp, snappy, quick punches and kicks.
Oh!
Knocked him down.
Now, Lopez was a little off balance there. That one may not have hit him as hard as it looked, but definitely another good shot there from Sampy.
Well, Tyler, not so dangerous, Moody, and Fury, Victoria Leonardo Mason. Oh, Dynamite couldn't let you guys have all the fun here.
Come on down here and join us.
Glad to jump in. So how about it? We've got Strikers Paradise here tonight. Several of our fighters on the card have agreed to these modified MMA rules. Going to keep it all standing on the ground right now. And we're seeing a lot of fans are enjoying it. We had a couple grappling matches mixed in, but we're just getting things started here at AKA 29.
It's already been an exciting night. We'll have an intermission after this fight. Good jab from Sampy.
I like what I see out of Sampy right now, Tyler. He's got the center of the cage. He owns that. He's forcing his opponent to circle around, find points of attack. So doing a good job is Tamir, owning the center of the cage. Timoteo's got to find a way to get in and beat that reach. You can see Sampy's got a little bit of a reach advantage on him.
Sampy's just so sharp right now.
Yeah, and he's doing such a great job of keeping him at that range. Whenever Lopez tries to step in, he's eating that teep kick every time, and it's got to be super frustrating.
You're absolutely right, Victoria. And I like how he's using that front push kick as opposed to trying to just kick at the leg right there, keeping his opponent at bay when he finds those shots like right there, goes to the body.
It's about the third time he's landed that left leg to the body. That one may have been the most flush.
So how about it, guys? Another sold-out crowd here tonight at Sam's Town in Shreveport. The fans love their fights. They love their MMA up here, and they love some AKA here in Shreveport.
And you know what? The coolest thing of tonight may be Amber Bishop Day. Tom Arsenault coming and announcing Amber Bishop Day. That's some really cool stuff. I know you've worked so closely with Amber, and what she means to this MMA community is just amazing. That's a huge shot, though.
That was a huge head kick.
Little knock to the noggin right there for Timoteo Lopez. You're absolutely right, Tyler. I mean, it got me pretty emotional. I was teared up in the cage as well. We played it pretty close to the chest, kept it a secret all week from Amber. We knew this was coming, and she's worked very, very hard and deserves that honor here in Shreveport.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that she gets the love that she deserves, as Sampy landed a big shot there a moment ago, now fires off a good jab as well. And a really dominant first round there, Victoria, from Tamir Sampy.
I think the only thing that saved Lopez is he had a little bit of glove in there in between, that kick and his noggin. But, it still looked like it really stunned him, really hurt him. So he's got to be grateful for this time to kind of shake that out and get the cobwebs off. And Sampy's corner has got to be pretty proud of his performance.
I mean,
you can see a little bit of glove in there, but not much.
Sampy, power, speed, and confidence to this point. An absolutely dominant performance in round number 1. And we didn't even see a couple of the good teep kicks that he landed up the middle. Had a couple of good kicks to the body as well. Fired some nice jabs out there, and some really good things being seen from Tamir Sampy in round number 1.
Definitely. And we talk a lot about control when we talk about wrestling and when we talk about grappling on the ground. But Sampy is doing a great job controlling distance, and that's the key to being a good striker. He's controlling the distance. He's not letting his opponent dictate when they're going to be exchanging. And it's really something special to see at this level from someone who's stepping into the cage for the first time.
I've seen a few really good counter lefts from Lopez, though. The problem is a lot of the shots that Sampy is throwing are landing right now.
Yes, Lopez has definitely got power. I've seen it. The problem is he's just not quite able to get into that range to let it go.
Yeah, the longer
but that
reach.
May change.
Longer reach for Sampy's, and he knows how to use it, right? It's not just about having a slight reach advantage. It's about understanding how to use it as well. And
Yeah, I often, when I was coming up in the sport, when people would say, oh, this person's got great reach, I would say, so what? You know, that's their God-given gift. But I learned throughout the years that not everybody that has the potential to have good reach knows how to use it. And that's the key. You've got to get into the gym and work out where you can land strikes and how to stay out of range of your opponent.
Well, right now, Sampy's really starting to turn it up. So I'm swarming Lopez a moment ago. That high kick just glancing off the top of the head. Another good jab from Sampy.
The uppercut just missed Sampy. But that's what Lopez needs to do. He needs to get inside. He needs to try to land those uppercuts and open Sampy up. It's easier said than done, though.
Well, right now, Sampy hasn't felt anything that's going to deter him from standing in there and throwing these shots as he landed another big kick.
That was a pretty cool kick. His coach said right before that, let me get a Pettis. So they named that Anthony Pettis.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty cool.
Very cool. Well, hey, and shows that he's listening to his corner as well, right?
Yeah.
60 seconds, just over 60 seconds left here in round number 2. Another good showing here by Tamir.
Yeah, he seems to be very in tune with his coach. They told him to switch to southpaw just then, and he did. Unfortunately, in that open stance, that happens a lot more often.
Well, you hate to see it, and you certainly hate to feel it. I can tell you that. We'll give Tamir, he's got a few minutes here to regain his composure.
Yeah, he can take all the time he needs.
Right now, if you're Lopez, you know, you're looking at this. You probably got, what, 4 minutes left to go in this fight. What needs to be done to, get back in this or maybe change the tide a little bit?
Well, he's got to get inside, and it's going to take him having a high guard and kind of maybe eating some shots to get in there. But he's got to make something happen. I've seen him throw pretty, big overhands that kind of make up for some of that reach. I haven't really seen him throw that a lot tonight. So it may be that teep kick that's really keeping him at bay. That's a hard thing to overcome.
That's a great point. All right, so back into the action. Inside, 60 seconds to go. Another good left. Those jabs popping out right there from Tamir Sampy.
And he needs Lopez needs to employ some feints. He's kind of, always coming when he's coming. He's, whenever he's moving, it's to throw strikes, and that's really easy to read. So he's got to mix it up a little bit so that his opponent doesn't know if he's coming or not.
Looking for that left hand.
Just missed with that hook.
And again, it's a great example of Sampy staying out of range, right? Just another great example. He's doing a great job, and then he lands twice.
He's really reading very well.
Wonder boy.
Calling for the Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy now. I'm liking all this code speak.
Karate kick to the gut.
Oh, he landed all 3 of those punches.
And then again, out of the range of the kick. He's in there for a 3-punch combination and then right back out of range. Impressive stuff by Timoteo Sampy. My
Very
goodness.
impressive.
To this point, it has been all Timoteo Sampy. I mean, Lopez showed well early on, a couple nice counter punches, but man, Sampy has just been on it from the first second of this fight and really started to put the combinations together better there at the end of round 2. We saw him land a nice flurry there in the final moments.
And I think if he can put those combinations together again like that, we might see a finish here tonight from Timoteo Sampy. But he cannot sleep on his opponent. Lopez has the power to put him on his butt, so he needs to be careful. But he's doing a great job of that because he's getting out of range immediately after landing his shot. Here we go with round 3.
Third and final. Lopez and Sampy.
And this Sampy's coach saying, don't get lazy. He's going to come out with some urgency, and he certainly needs to. He's definitely losing this fight, and he's got to do something different to make it go his way.
Asking for a question mark kick over here in the corner, and immediately.
He doesn't waste any time listening to his coaches. Sometimes I don't like to throw exactly what my coaches are saying in that moment because I'm like, well, hey, my opponent can hear you too. But
I've always wondered that as well, and you almost have to have your code words, right?
Yeah. which question mark kick really isn't a cobra. Everybody pretty knows what that is. But that is a good head kick.
That
just
is
glanced off the top. I think if it would have landed flush, he would have knocked him out.
It's the 4th time that the glove has possibly saved the day for Timoteo Lopez, because that was a big one right there from Sampy.
Which says a lot to his guard. He's got a decent guard, which you don't always see from some of the newer guys. They get a little reckless with their hand discipline, but he's definitely doing a good job of keeping his hands up, and has definitely saved them a lot tonight. And if he takes away something from this fight, you know, that could be one positive thing that he can take away.
He showed some really good counter-striking, though, and I think part of that's just because Sampy's getting off faster and first, so you have to become the counter-puncher here.
Yeah.
But he's done a good job with a few of those. Oh, now knee to the body.
Definitely looks like he's trying to get inside, though, this round.
So no knees are allowed, and I think Sampy just kind of forgot about that a little bit, let a knee fly to the body. 90 seconds remaining.
Give me a hard right hand to the body.
Oh, well, never mind. I thought Man was telling him no knees to the body. Maybe it's no knees in the I don't know.
Well, he might not be able to throw a reinforced knee. Sometimes that's in the rules, which would be like you pulling them into the knee, since they're not allowing much wrestling.
Final minute here. Straight left lands for Sampy.
Oh, and we got another low blow. This time going the opposite direction.
So Lopez wears that one. Have a quick break in the action here as Timoteo tries to gather himself.
He says he's ready. He's waiting on the ref to acknowledge him.
Ready to go. We'll be right back into the action.
Heavy on the front leg is what his Sampy's corner is saying. It usually means kick him in the leg.
Great uppercut. Actually knocked the mouthpiece out of Lopez. See Bam Bam has the mouthpiece.
Great ref work here. Ooh.
A flying knee.
he needed that for the flying knee. That mouthpiece is a little bit too late.
Oh, another. So obviously they can throw knees here. Again, we didn't have all the rules have changed up a little bit here today. Another good right hand over the top as well. My goodness. Tamir.
A third one. What athleticism.
Putting on
you
a
don't see
show.
that 3 times in a row as often. And that will be the final bell.
I'll be honest, Victoria, I kind of thought like 20 seconds left. He's just going to kind of, just ride this out. No, 3 flying knees in the last 25 seconds.
Definitely looking for that finish.
From Tamir, and what a performance from Timoteo Sampy. Absolutely incredible. I mean, he showed off everything. I thought some of those teep kicks were amazing, continuing to work up the middle. The jab was great, and just overall an impressive performance by Timoteo Sampy.
Yeah, he definitely put on a great performance, and it's cool to be able to go in and try out all your stuff, because sometimes your opponent is so aggressive that you might not want to try a flying knee. You might not feel comfortable doing that, but he got to get that nice lead and try some different things. It's definitely pretty cool. And here comes Dynamite.
So Dynamite has the results. He is into the cage, and he will give us the official winner coming your way right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fantastic modified mixed martial arts action, we are going to the joke scorecard. All 3 judges have seen and scored this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision! Fighting in the red corner, Timoteo Sampy!
No doubt about that. The judges got it right, and Sampy made it pretty easy for them.
So yeah, you're absolutely correct about that. It's one of the most impressive performances I've seen in one of these all-striking exhibitions. I really thought that as far as just a pure striking display right there from Tamir Sampy, it was really, really great stuff. I mean, he showed you everything. The teep kicks were on point. The high kicks, I mean, he was so close to finishing that fight off multiple times. You really got to give Timoteo Lopez a lot of credit for the guard, how he was able to wear a couple of those shots as well.